knows what you're like on the ground. You did have that moment in the second round. You let it go and then finished him.
Yeah,
Like you always do.
they still don't, you know. I had it in my head. Obviously, it's not a plan because it's a fight. We don't plan our fights out. But it was, hey, maybe I'll look for the takedown. You know, this guy's not strictly, but mainly Thai boxer. So if we get in nice and tight, maybe I'll clinch with him and take him down. That plan went out the window in 10 seconds. We got in there and started trading, and it just a switch flipped, and it was just go time. So let's start slinging, and let's see who's got a harder head.
Did he hurt you at all at the start of the second round? I mean,
A little bit. Yeah, he had me wobbled a little bit. I don't think I was ever in danger of being put out, but yeah, I definitely felt him reach out and touch me.
how much of being here back at home? I mean, we talked the other day about how last time you fought here at home,
Yeah.
it was another 50,000.
Yep. Hey.
How much of being here at home?
I hope tonight's the same, but we got Cowboy coming up. You know, it's hard to beat that guy for bonuses. There's a lot of really good fights on the card tonight, so we'll see what the night brings. You know, I'm hoping maybe at least a performance bonus. It'd be nice to get that double performance and knockout. Boy, would that be beautiful. That alone would probably pay my mortgage.
And we talked about your age and when that time will come, but
Age is just a number.
how big was this though, coming off of 2 straight losses and then obviously
Well,
coming off the injury as well?
speak wisely there, Matt. 2 straight losses on paper. The fight with Alejandro, yes, it's a loss. It's a loss on paper, but I don't take it as a loss. I feel I won that fight, as did 80% of America. So it is what it is. Take nothing away from the guy. The guy is he's tough as nails, and he took some and gave some. So unfortunately, it's a loss on record, but not a loss in my head. So on paper, I had to come and get redemption. I had to come out. I've always told myself, if you lose 3 in a row, it's time to hang them up. So that being said, I got at least 3 more, right?
How much studying did you do ahead of this fight with Grigory?
How much studying? None. I hardly ever look at tape. My corners, they look at a little bit, and we never really adjust. We train everything. You're at the top of the top here. You can't train just one thing. You can get better in different areas, but I mean, you got to have the wrestling, you got to have the kickboxing, you got to have the jiu-jitsu, you got to have it all. So I mean, we never really change things. Sometimes we'll train a little heavier on one thing or the other. I'll be honest with you, we kind of focused a little more on the takedowns for this fight, knowing that this guy's a stand-up guy. That hey, maybe we'll take this guy to the ground. That's why I spoke with Matt yesterday. Hey, you might see Eddie's ground game tomorrow. Everybody knows I'm a puncher, so let's get to punching.
You almost had a submission on him there, and then you switched and kind of adjusted. Was it just
I did.
I got to get the win. It doesn't matter.
So when I had him hurt, I had him rocked, and I could feel my forearm under his chin, and he immediately felt that, and he noticed that. And I almost had a power guillotine on him. If I could have locked up the power guillotine, I would have hung on and just squeezed the crap out of him. Started slipping out of it, sweaty, and everybody that I train with and coach and all that, I always tell them, know when the guy's hurt. And when the guy's hurt, don't worry about submitting. Unless you know 100% you have it locked up, just let him go and beat the crap out of him. And that's what I had to do. As soon as I knew that submission wasn't there, I had to back off. I just missed him with that right hook coming out of the turtle position there. I could see when he stood up, he was still kind of staggering backwards. Something I should have done in my last fight was follow him up when they're hurt. It was time to pull the trigger this time. It was a do or die. So, bang bang.
When are you looking to return? I know, again, you just had this fight. But
Honestly, I'd like to try to fight another 2 times this year if I could. My one son's birthday's in August, so maybe sometime shortly after that. My other's in November, so maybe December. All depends. I'll talk with Sean and Mick and see what they think. It's just the 3 strikes and you're out rule. And I say 3 and out. But I'm a fighter at heart, so Should I take 3 losses in a row? Knock on wood. If the UFC said, "Hey man, we're gonna give you another shot. This is kind of your last shot," I'd probably take it. But if they said, "Hey, you got to hang it up," I might ask them to let me retire before they put the kibosh on it. Because I mean, I love fighting for the UFC. I love this organization. And I told Sean when I signed my last contract was, it's when I'm done fighting for the UFC, I'm basically done fighting. 35. I got 2 kids. They're 2 and 4 years old. So they're getting to the point to where they got stuff that they like to do. I take them everywhere with me, and I love hanging out with the kids, and sooner or later I'm going to have to hang it up.
There's a lot going on in your division, specifically on this card.
Yes, there is.
Is the end goal for yourself still the UFC title?
It always is. It's always the title, but more so the money. I'd be lying if I said I didn't want that money. Like I said, I'm 35. I got a mortgage. I want to walk away from fighting, owning my house. If I can do that, I'll be happy. And so with the belt comes the money, right? So we're all chasing the belt. If you're not chasing the belt, I mean, I understand people love to fight, and I love to fight, but I want to fight the best. And to fight the best, to fight and beat the best, will get you to that belt.
You are a prize fighter, so an opponent that could draw more attention would obviously probably bring more money. So would Henry winning the title be better for the bantamweight division in terms of eyeballs?
Boy, I don't know. I'll be honest with you. I don't pay a whole lot of attention outside of what I have going on. Myself fighting. I'm a full-time firefighter. I'm a full-time father of 2 just ridiculously insane off-the-wall kids. Love them to death, but some days it's, anybody who's got kids, they know how that goes. I wouldn't trade it for the world, though. I love my life, and I focus on what I have going on versus what's going on around me. Whatever they call and tell me that it's, hey, you're fighting this guy? Okay. Yeah, I used to like to maybe, I want to fight this guy, I want to fight that guy. Well, 35 years old, no more picking and choosing. Just who am I fighting? Where am I fighting them? Let's do it.
What about Uriah Faber? He's returning now.
Yeah.
That's you're talking about big money fights. He's
Sure.
a team, right?
Sure. He is. And we fought. Actually, I don't know if it was the first or the second UFC card that had UFC bantamweights. That was a fun fight. That was a real fun fight. Again, whatever they tell me. I'm not saying I want to fight this guy, I want to fight that guy, Just tell me who I'm fighting. Tell me who I'm fighting and where it is, when it is. Send me the contract and I'll sign it.
Outside of what this win does for you, how good does it feel, or what does it do for your confidence knowing that it was the striking that finished it, getting those solid shots that was hitting? What does that do for your confidence? Maybe there were doubts that you were having in your head. And maybe it wasn't there, but what does that do for you when you still got it?
I know that my power's there. There is no secret that my power. I would venture to bet I'm probably one of the, if not the hardest hitter at 135. At 135 pounds, I've got a 460-pound deadlift, and all of that power from the floor up translates into the punching power. Everybody thinks just because you got big muscles, you hit hard. Well, that's further from the truth. So my confidence that I hit hard is there. It was, I need to get in there and just let go. I need to quit worrying about what's this guy going to do. Is he going to try and take me down? Is he going to kick me? Is he going to punch me? Is he going to elbow me? What's he going to do? And I need to go in there and do what I'm going to do instead of letting him there worrying about what he's going to do. So.
He just puts you number 2, if I saw the graphic right, all-time UFC, WC bantamweight wins. How nice would it be to go out of this thing in a few years with that record?
Hey, I'll take it. I'll take it. I think I think I'm up there on the knockouts too. I don't know what number I'm at, but I think I'm up there. So.